I really should write notes down for what I want to say in certain videos. I mean, usually I'm talking about game dev or some kind of gameplay design, and most of the time, as we get a 2 custom mystery run with Fatalist Yogatag, usually I'm talking about what's happening in front of our faces, or in some people's cases, their ears. But we'll do our best, and hopefully we get I mean, we did get a more normal run, but we are in Fatalist, so that requires me to, as we get into the Yogatag Fatalist character exclusive custom character. And yeah, this time we don't, we're not working with certain backstory god combinations, although it could be worse. But what I was trying to say before the timestamp, as we have strength, dexterity, no charisma, light second encounter, Takshisan, and maybe a knowledge check, is that, yeah, I forgot. It was something about the custom. Oh yeah, so we're on Fatalist. I mean, it's right in front of my face. We're on Fatalist, which means I need to do some custom mystery shenanigans. If I change my own house rules, I really don't remember. This is why I should write notes down. And that was kind of what I was talking about before the gameplay timestamp. But as we get a move on here, yeah, I'll try to go without talking about certain things, and I'll just leave that hanging in the air. So as always, we'll go for the other 2. Although for the next episode or 2, if we see Labyrinth, and again, just making sure that's spelled right. But anywho, I think there's a Y. But yeah, we have Labyrinth and we have Murderer. Oh, I wanted to go over the mysteries I can see. So really, what we're gonna do is Television and Labyrinth, and then the other 3 mysteries are base mysteries. So we'll just take one now. Well, it was Metamorphosis. Okay, good. We actually want to see Metamorphosis because we don't have to fight it last. We're still gonna take the energy drink or prepare for funds, but really we want to do Schoolyard. Sometimes I don't prepare when I'm doing ally attack like this, but other times I do. Wow, really? I can share a story, but I'm just gonna look for this. Bow. And no, I'm not doing anything that has to do with... Okay, I'm not even gonna say that. Really? Okay, fine. If I need one more ally... Oh my goodness, all my stats, though. This point of knowledge is really gonna be bad for Ghost, so you know what? I'm gonna roll one more time. We should only have, like, 2 students, so if we get 1, we can do the story scare. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I really don't want to give away experience, especially when we need to rush fame, but I guess we're going to have to. Yeah, I'll do it this time. Normally I don't, and yes, I did forget about Scary Story, but it's been a long time since I've tested Scary Story, just to kind of simplify what's happened in pretty much the past 7 videos, if I've talked about it, or when I've talked about it, is that Scary Story Recruit is reliable. It's just not my flavor of RNG, because there's still RNG involved. But so yeah, we have to do one more investigation here, and then keep in mind I don't have a weapon on me, so if I run into an encounter I get absolutely destroyed. But thankfully that didn't happen this time, so yeah. And no matter what stat is given to us here, thankfully it was Charisma, but would have been nice earlier. So the thing about that is also you could get a point in Charisma. There's very low chance of that happening. Well, not low, very low, but essentially if the first student you get brings your Charisma up to 7 or 8, it makes the future recruits easier. But that's something else to think about entirely. And then, yeah, now we take a bunch of Doom for our trouble. Which could have been the same either way. Again, either way, it could be bad. I'll explain in a moment as I think about Hospital or thing. I forgot where we're going. I mean, we're on Fatalist, so it's not like we know anyway. So, I was checking the illegal den. I did not check if there was a hospital pass. I'm gonna hope that there wasn't. We have Labyrinth and Television, so we have to visit. I know we have to visit the village twice. I don't know if that justifies it. Forest would not be bad either, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the thing is, so there's 2 ways of RNG. The way that usually happens to me is that if you're trying to, because we'll assume that you take Bath immediately for 5 experience. You pretty much have 3 investigations you need to go through and hope you don't run into anything bad. Old Gods forbid you're on a attack run where you can't run from an enemy, and because you're running ally attack, if you run it the way I do, then you don't have a weapon. Which means if you run to an enemy with no weapon on Harbinger, that can end up really bad. So, Yeah, that being said, keeping in mind, so for as we move into just ally attack in general, Metamorphosis ally attack lends itself to bug, and it's because of a bug, but because it happens and there's no way to stop it, let's see if we take 6 stamina damage, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, no, not yet. Now we need to roll high on ally attack and hit this kick. So yeah, there's RNG involved in ally attack in general too, but again, it's mostly because of the damage bug. Again, to explain for those who don't know, the damage bug for certain enemies makes you take double stamina damage, even if they're not strictly doing stamina damage. In this case, all damage. And I've seen it happen before. I don't know what triggers it, though. But anywho. So knowing we have Television and Labyrinth. I think Labyrinth? I don't remember. I was so flabbergasted by the previous run that I don't remember what exactly happens in Labyrinth. I think there's a lot of event stuff, primarily. So maybe not a boss fight, but either way, taking it second here will help for Television third, because Television, you do have to fight something guaranteed. And if you don't, it probably relies on a check. But that's me not exploring the mysteries as much as I should. Hey, 8 Charisma. Thank you. But, anywho. And so yeah, unless like a bunch of people and me have been wrong, I'm pretty sure you can still only grab up to, well, you can grab students up to having a total ally count of 3, which is why when you are using Kana, their presence also affects the total ally count. I'm pretty sure. Anywho, right door? Nope. Moving on. I don't know what exactly you get, but anywho. We'll just walk away this time, see what happens. And yeah, we're stuck in this apartment for a while. Apartments? Apartment? How do you say it? Anywho. And so let's see what actually happens here. So, I don't know, I hope this is not a, technically it's a typo, but actually 4 HP? I don't know if there's a reference here, so if the reference is that there's low HP, but anywho. There is a fight forced upon us. I think that's actually my second encounter as well, but anywho. Moving on. So, an interesting thing, just really quickly, is that when you make a custom character, their name that you type in appears when you use ally attack. I completely forgot about that until I saw that in the chat. I'm like, oh. So, yeah. Anywho, I don't want to reroll, actually, because I don't have enough dooms. I don't have enough doom, sorry. I don't know why I said it that way. Sounds like an addiction. But anywho, we're gonna continue taking Charisma. Ally attack, you basically just pump Charisma all the way, unless there's something else that you need to worry about, like the test. But into Television I go. And yeah, these checks are also going to be bad, but I can't just turn off the TB, so we might as well just roll the dice. Now, we don't get anything for that particularly, but it's better than, I think, 2 reason guaranteed. He did anyway. Nope, we get a curse. We get hunger specifically, so rip Charisma. But thankfully, we increased Charisma, so hey, all is question mark well. Also, I could visit the monument now, but let's play with the Doom while we have it. 3 perception, might as well just go for it. Okay, so you don't get a clue there. I thought you get a clue for one of those checks. I guess I'm wrong, but anywho, you get the clue somewhere here. But we'll just do this just in case. I think it's just mainly lore stuff. And yeah, we don't have Yakuza cards, so anywho. Oh, here we go. So there is a check there, but oftentimes I don't think even with Haru I take Yakuza card. Yeah, you don't take Yakuza card, so I'll think about that if I ever play Haru or play a character with that perk, but meh. Dexterity, nope. And yeah, we have a lot of village investigation, like 3 village investigations now. And yeah, let's see here. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I can do this for funsies because the experience, getting fame ASAP would be nice. Unfortunately, I don't have any more funds for this, so away we go. But we do have the charisma check, so hey, I mean, even with 9 charisma, you're flipping a coin. That's not really good. But anywho. Thankfully, we passed that. I wonder if that's because of one of the previous checks. Again, you can do a lot of interesting interactions with custom events and linked events, technically, but how custom mysteries work in general. That's all I really have to say at the moment. But anywho, so we do get to level up here because this counts towards our experience. We don't get a thing. That makes me really sad. So, we're actually going to reroll here. Yeah, it costs Doom, but hey, that's even worse. But anywho, we'll take double Charisma, I guess. Now we can at least do double ally attack with some attack boosts, but yeah, we'll find out. We have 5 Dexterity. I'm just going to go for the Binding Cut. So, I don't think there's anything else. I should really explore the other options at some point, but we don't have Strength anyway, so we're going to do this instead. So, we do get it successful one, and a cooler fight, but I don't know if we get much else. 90%, never mind, we get guaranteed because 10 power. And away I go. We just take this reason damage in the face. So, I think the main difference, there are a couple other differences, but the main difference between this and failing to cut Kimiko free results in a different damage type. So there, with Kimiko, I think you take reason. Without Kimiko, or if you fail, I think you take stamina, if I recall correctly. But anywho, by the way, it's nice that we have these cigarettes. We don't have the Doom for it, though. So into our 4th mystery we go. Well, this is a hospital investigation mystery, and I guess we might as well make the swap here. I'm also going to trade off for funds, because this is going to be less for me overall. Does this police officer actually block the handcuffs? I mean, I know I already took the handcuffs, but I guess that's just a curious question. Because I already have the handcuffs. We're going to visit the monument, by the way. Don't ask for funds. Okay, good. We'll use it again if need be. Actually, we'll probably use it near the end of the mystery. We'll probably most likely need to use it, but I want to lose this stamina and reason first. Now, keeping in mind, Yogata continues to haunt us, so yeah, this Doom, in both ways, nice charisma check, by the way, in both strats, again, just really quickly, ally attack stuff, yeah, oh my goodness, what is luck? Baby, don't hurt me. I don't think there's any way out of this. Never mind. All right. Didn't need to worry about ally attack at all when events are slapping me so hard. I die. This event with penalty damage actually takes away 33% of your total max reason for most characters. But anywho, I don't think I have a way out of this. We'll let go of Asato. We do get spells for it, but I don't think anything... Well, Protective Carvings is interesting, but unfortunately... Yeah, we don't get much else. We gotta try, though. So, we don't have Doom to spare. We'll trade off stamina. And in we go to the monument. Ask for stamina. We need to lower Doom somehow. I don't know if it's gonna... Yeah, Yogata is continuing to haunt us, so... it hurts so much. Yeah, I don't think there's any other way to lower Doom. Naturally. I could try to do a thing. I could try to go to the mansion. That can lower Doom, but it's a very low chance. So, as we have 93% Doom, and we're going into one more mystery. We're probably going to die here. Even if it's a non-town mystery where I can avoid Yogata. Now at least we're super powerful. But hey, also, just as a shout out to the creator, I guess I'll play this character for one more video. Recluse is interesting. Actually, we can survive this, although... Part of the problem is we don't have the reason for this, and now we are in a lot more pain, so we just have to hope we pass these checks. Nope. We do get to brace, and now we only take 1 reason, but I promise you the lighthouse is just gonna be as bad. We'll survive for as long as we can, but yeah, it's not looking good. We're just gonna use the stuffed toy because we want to get rid of the charisma decrease. Survivor's Guilt too. I really should get rid of Survivor's Guilt to try and save my Doom, but I don't think it's possible because we're going to hit 94 plus Doom, or 95 plus Doom no matter what. So, let's hope. This is the last chance to lower Doom somehow, and it does not work. So, even if we fall to this boss, we're going to fall to Doom regardless, but we'll struggle till the end. Interestingly enough, I get 8 damage off of a turn. Of course, that assumes I survive, but 4 damage for bracing. This is, again, ally attack indirectly helping with ghost encounters. However, we don't have enough to, I don't think, survive, even if we forget Protective Carvings here, but, you know. Actually, I can toss allies at this. Unfortunately, doing so results in... yeah, doing so results in stuff. Also, it doesn't even save me, but we'll just have everyone hold the ghost down. I still don't think it saves me. Well, I think it does. Nope, because we only did 1 damage. So even ally attack RNG was not great. Actually, now I'm curious. Did we even hit at least 1 ally that did more than 4? Okay, 1 of them did do 6, so we still kind of lowballed it here. Among 4 enemies, we did about 11. We did 11 damage. So that's less. That's still less. Like, literally, we needed to hit the average amount to get out in 1 turn, but I guess so. But really, what I was trying to do is not let go of this last student here, but we have to now. And yeah, so back-ended RNG not helping out. Back-ended RNG meaning you get bad luck at the very beginning. Oh, we also got time skip, so very bad RNG. But back-ended RNG, in at least the way I term it, I'm sure there's an actual phrase, but essentially, you say you roll dice 6 times. The first 4 times you roll dice maybe are all 1s and 2s, but the last 2 times are double 6s. So that's what I mean by basically good luck comes later and you get the bad luck now. Now that sometimes works out in real life, but in gameplay form, yeah, this is what happens to me. So we still die no matter what because we don't have 8 dexterity and 8 strength. So as soon as we climb this, we died to Doom, but we would have died to stamina anyway. So I guess I'll see you in the next video. Kyoto!